Hey guys, welcome to Journey Podcast. I'm your host, Smitha Gunturi. You're going to hear a new segment in Journey Podcast as Coach It Forward. Hope you guys enjoy. Hello, everybody. I want to talk about the steps that helped me to be where I'm today to achieve everything in life. Also, I'm not a traditional follower of all the things that I realized that I have been doing, but I was doing these things subconsciously. I was doing without understanding the actual concepts of them. So I would like to share my experience on how all these things helped me to grow where I am today. When I'm down or in pain, I talk to myself on the situations that I can't handle. I talk often until my tears disappear and my mind starts to get the clarity on the issues and try to find the answers that I need. The biggest thing that anyone cannot do is to admit the things that are hurting them are happening to them. It is not easy to hear yourself to say that it is okay, it happened. It is okay that you are hurt. It is okay to cry. You should give yourself the permission to own and dig into your own pain. You have to keep unwrapping each layer until you feel yourself there is nothing more to take or find yourself. Many people practice this by journaling. I do that with more practical way that I was able to handle. Reasons that I do it in this way: I don't want anyone to read what I'm going through, even for good reasons. Maybe because I think I don't want to hurt anyone with my misery. My problems are mine to worry about and not to others. I'm very stubborn to ask for help. Most of the time, I get time for myself in the middle of the night, where I can't get to a book and a pen to write what hurts, to process what my thoughts are. As I can't get up, I don't want to get up thinking that I might be disturbing others around. Instead, I talk them out with a volume I can hear them. While I keep hearing them, it gives time to process the pain and gain strength to fight it. Once the fighting spirit starts, it gives me more focus on how I can help myself to better myself. For me, this is my journal. This is how I process my things. This is where, instead of putting pen and paper, I process my things in this way. You can do whatever works best for you. I heard some people deal with these situations by disconnecting with the problem and dealing with it as if they are helping someone else. That gives them the comfort to process it. Once they reach to that comforting point, it makes them feel better and easier to get and handle the situations on a different level. One other thing while I was doing this, I learned was the biggest lesson for me is zero expectations on the people that you're around with. It is easy to have the expectations when you're down, when you are feeling bad, even from your parents, from your siblings, the friends, the closest friends all around. The only question that you will ask yourself is, why are they not helping me? Why are they not doing that to me? They are in a situation to do that to me. But remember one thing, they are doing everything that they can in the ways that they can handle your situation. They don't know what you're going through, what your strengths are, what your problem is. Sometimes for them, it is leaving you alone is what the help they can do. So do not blame others for something that you are not getting. Expectations always hurts. Instead, keep a zero expectations. If somebody is giving you help in that way, have that enjoyment, take that help and move forward. I'm not saying not to ask for help or like not to write the journal, but this is the way that I practiced and it helped me a lot, more than I can even imagine. I had a violent married life, as many of you guys know already so far. The life I did not want anyone to experience. While in that situation one day, it felt like enough is enough. I couldn't be like this anymore. I had to do something to better my life. Looking at my 7-month-old son, I felt like, is this what I'm going to give it to him? Is this what I'm going to put him through? Can I not be better than this? Does he deserve better? Sorry, doesn't he deserve better? Contemplating all these questions on what I can do to better our lives, a picture of me settled in my mind one day. I kept seeing the same image a million times a day. This gave me the clarity on where I must be. But I don't know how to achieve that. I don't know what I have to do to achieve that. I know where I want it to be, but I don't know how or what. I have zero idea. My family gave up on me and they did not believe I can do anything or I can do whatever I put my mind to. So instead of wasting my energy on making someone believe in me, I believed in myself. I said, thank you to God for making it happen. And I did it. Yes, it is a constant struggle, but I made my vision, the image that I kept seeing come true. So while I kept the end image clear, I started slating the milestones, the biggest milestones that needed for that journey. Mind you, no one will ever know or have a clarity on these steps. So don't expect, again, zero expectations from anyone. It is a process of extended learning. While you focus on what you know and what your strengths are, while you are building the strength and confidence more to where you want it to be. These learnings will give more clarity to redefine your steps with more practical ways and keep them in small, achievable items. I'll give you an example on maybe this might be a silly thing for somebody, but this is my practical example that I just felt like, yeah, sharing with you. I'm a person not to come forward before the camera. No matter what, I'm not coming before the camera. My son, being a media person, he always tried to shoot some silly things all around the house. And I hide behind the doors or behind the wall, telling him, like, yeah, you're not putting my life on the road. That was my exact sentence all the time to him, like, you are not putting my life on the road, so you're not filming me. From a person from that point to where I am standing right now in front of you guys to talk about what my life is, it is not easy for me to stand here to talk about it now, but the process was really fruitful, is what I can say. The minute I got this idea or the thought to talk to my son, like, hey, I think I wanted to do this, he started first, like, surprisingly hearing me saying, are you really saying that you wanted to stand before the camera? I said, yes, let me try. It took almost an year for me to even stand in front of the camera to talk to myself like this, to stand and say, like, okay, I wanted to do this. I wanted to share my story. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Like, first, I have to stand before the camera to say something to it. So, how I practiced that was I asked my son to stand behind the camera, started talking to him and recording here. While it was sounding funny there, but I started slowly growing myself, looking at myself in the camera. The second biggest thing that I found was I can't hear my own voice when I record. It feels so weird. It feels so, I don't know, it is so weird for me to hear my own voice. So I'm not comfortable hearing that. It was the sound that I don't want to hear. So to practice that again, to reach to a point like, okay, I'm comfortable listening to my own voice, again, it took time. But today I'm able to stand before the camera. I'm not completely comfortable, to be honest. Yes, I still struggle. I have I have to find ways, like, yeah, I have to be comfortable in whatever the way it is, but I'm getting there. I'm practicing. It's like work in progress. I read this quote recently, somewhere. I don't remember where exactly. I'm sorry for that. But your story is not meant to be your fortress. It is meant to be your fuel to understand your full potential and manifest on what you want your life to be. While I'm close reaching to my bigger goal, vision that is on my list, the new one joins the list and the process goes on. I don't think anyone have manifested something won't stop just with it. You will still have the spark, the fuel to do more, to give more. This is what I'm manifesting for my life, where I thank God for this beautiful life and thank everyone that I met through the years. I should be able to serve until my last breath. Serve in whatever the capacity that I can, serve in whatever the way that I am built to, or whatever my purpose is driving me to do so. After all, in all these billions of people, what are the odds that you are the only one that can do what you are doing? So keep being you, keep doing you, because no one is like you. No one can be you. Okay, thank you for tuning in, and you can find me on all the socials at Smitha Gunturi and the show notes for any resources mentioned. See you next week. Take care.